Hi everyone, it's Jen T with ARINGO, and today we're going to be talking about how to choose the right MBA program for you. So, oftentimes our clients will be working on their short list of schools, and it's like kind of like, how do I decide what I want to do? And usually, what we kind of start with is geography, right? Like, so one, which market do you want to be in? Most of the top MBA programs are either in the US, UK, or Europe, and maybe Southeast Asia. So, if those are specific geographies that you're interested in, then start narrowing down your list by the geography. Maybe you're open to a global option list, and that's okay. That's not the way you want to narrow it down. Then start looking at specialization, right? Like if there's a specific area that you want to work in, and so that we can call that industry or function. And so let's say that you're really interested in finance. So then look at schools that are well known for finance. Maybe they have a finance concentration, or maybe they have a specific employment record that really shows they help candidates get into the finance world. So that's kind of the next level. Then, after you find the list of schools in the area you want that have the specialization that you want for the career opportunities, then you want to start looking at rankings. I know it sounds a little bit backwards, but ranking means nothing if they don't teach what you want to learn in that MBA program. So now you look at rankings. And so obviously there's many different lists, US News and World Reports, Forbes, uh, QS. There's so many different reports that you can look at. But start looking at those rankings, look at the factors for them. A lot of them have to do with their employment report. So that's my next step is look at the employment report of this now narrowing list. Look at where people are being employed, which companies, and then also which geography. So if you choose a US school, are most candidates getting hired on the East Coast, the Midwest, or the West Coast? If you're open, and maybe you're thinking, I also, anywhere in North America, like you can look and see what those demographics are too. So, start looking at the employment report. It'll show you the breakdown of the companies and the function area. So, that's usually as deep as it goes beyond salary level for each one of those industries or sectors or functions. There are a few. There are a few employment reports, like at UCLA, Anderson. They actually list some of the positions that people within those industries or sectors have been hired at. And I even recommend, if you're not sure what you want to do within the field and you're just exploring it, I would look at Anderson's employment report and their website just because it's definitely very helpful. So that's the next way to start narrowing things down. And then once you have a short list, and I would say that the short list can maybe be 5 to 7 schools. That's typically about what people are applying to. Start looking at connecting with current students in the program. This is going to give you the best insight to what's going on campus. What are they learning? How does that pertain to the career that you want to be a part of? And then, the other part is, what's the newest thing? All the schools are now starting to integrate AI and analytics into their programs. How's that happening? What are these new courses? How are the students liking them? Do they feel like it's making an impact? And then you can also talk to them about what the vibe is on campus. Each one of these schools tend to have their own kind of personality, and you want to make sure it's a good fit with you and who you like to hang out with and be around. And so some are more focused on being like super friendly and it being a family focus. Some of them are a bit more competitive. So getting that feel will definitely be helpful. So reach out to current students or recent alumni to get that perspective. And so these are some of the ways that you can start to narrow down or choose which MBA programs you want to apply to. Beyond that, you'll also look at the class profile and make sure that you fall within range as far as years of work experience, the GPA, GMAT, GRE scores, those types of things to help make sure that you're making the right choice. Beyond that, if you need help deciding on schools, maybe there's still so many that fit within that range, or you're not sure what the personality is, or you just have some questions, please reach out. I'd love to help you with determining which schools you should apply to this year.